What is up, my friends? It is great to be back with you, and of course the Reds are back in action tomorrow, 3 p.m. kickoff against Nottingham Forest. The bad news, if you're in the UK, of course the game won't be shown on television, but you can join us here on Anfield Agenda from 2 p.m. And on days like this, where the game isn't on TV, you've got to get creative, right? And no better way to do so than with our amazing sponsors, Surfshark. This video is sponsored by Surfshark, the best VPN on the market. Surfshark is an app or browser extension that allows you to change your location to access websites in other countries and keep you safe and secure from hackers. Using Surfshark, we here in Ireland can access other countries' Netflix libraries or other streaming platforms like DAZN in Spain for all those important Premier League games. Surfshark keeps you safe and private by protecting everything you do online. Everything. When your device connects to the internet, all that information is, in a way, blurred out. Surfshark is particularly useful for keeping you safe from being hacked if you use public Wi-Fi. Let's say you're in a cafe, you're at college, you're out and about, they've got you covered. Surfshark allows you to use one subscription on unlimited devices, meaning you can share your account with friends or family or that neighbour who's a little bit cheap. On top of all of this, Surfshark offers a 30-day money-back guarantee. You can also upgrade to Surfshark One, which includes the VPN, an alert system for breaches related to your data, such as emails and credit cards, and an antivirus software for your desktop. Our sign-up offer gives you Surfshark VPN for a little over €2 a month. Simply scan the QR code on screen right now or use the link in the description and enter the code Anfield Agenda at checkout. Right, my friends, thank you for your patience, and of course thank you to our amazing sponsor Surfshark as well. So it does look like the curse of the international break has struck again, and Liverpool have picked up an injury. Harvey Elliott has a fracture of the foot, meaning he's going to be out for I think somewhere around 4 or 5 weeks. Curtis Jones has returned to training, so that gives Arne Slot another option should he want to shake things up in midfield. If you haven't joined us for a preview before here on Anfield Agenda, this is what I'm going to do over the next few minutes. Start off by giving you my score prediction for the game and then going through and giving you my starting 11 prediction. Bit of a heads up, I have made some changes this week. I do think after the international break we will see the manager start to shake it up because the games are coming thick and fast. I think it's something like 7 games in 21 days, something like that. So we play, of course, against Forest. Then we travel over to take on AC Milan in the Champions League. So loads of opportunity for rotation and, of course, for some players who maybe have been on the fringes of the squad so far to get a couple of minutes. So let's start off with the score prediction then. I do think we have to concede at some point this season, as much as I'd love us to go through the entire season without conceding. So I've gone for a win, but I have gone for us to concede. So my prediction for the score is Liverpool to beat Nottingham Forest by 3-1. Feel free to let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Maybe you think we're not going to concede, and I would love that to be the case, my friends, but maybe I'm a bit of a pessimist. I'm going for the 3-1 victory. Now, of course, to the real reason we're here, the starting 11 predictions, and of course we would love you to let us know your thoughts on this starting 11 and maybe your own starting 11 in the comment section. I really am excited to be back with you all, by the way. I missed you for the week that I was away on holidays, hence the kind of red face on me right now, but look, we'll get to that later on. So I think we are going to start off by having a look at the goalkeeper and the centre backs, as we always do, and a bit of a heads up, I have made a change in the centre back positions for this one. So of course it's going to be Alisson Becker in goal. I think we may see Jarell Quansah come in to partner Virgil van Dijk. It would of course give him a chance to come back in and re-establish himself, and then maybe we see Ibrahima Konate back in for the game against AC Milan in the Champions League. Ibu did have a little bit of a shaky international break, so maybe I'm just maybe I'm looking for a solution that isn't there. Maybe I'm looking for something that isn't there. But I do just have a sneaky little feeling we may see Jarell Quansah play this one. But again, would love to know your thoughts. So that's the centre-backs and the goalkeeper. But now into the full-back positions. And again here, I have made a change. I don't know why, but I just have a sneaky suspicion that we may see Joe Gomez play this game. We do have to remember, squad management this season, with a smallish squad like we have, is going to be important. And Joe Gomez stuck around. He didn't move on. There'd been interest from Newcastle, Aston Villa and a load of other clubs. So I think Arne Slot is going to want to repay Joe by giving him some minutes. I don't really see too many of those minutes coming at centre-back, but with Andy Robertson having played during the international break and Costas as well, I do think this is an opportunity maybe with a game at home that, with all due respect to Forest, will be looking to win. We may see Joe get the nod at left back. Over on the other side, I've gone for, of course, Trent Alexander-Arnold, fresh from his man-of-the-match performance against Finland, I believe it was, for England. We don't want to talk about what happened with England's first game during the international break. I mean, I certainly can't remember what happened. I'm sure you guys will probably let me know in the comment section, though. So that's the defence. Alisson Becker, Trent, Gomez on the left, and Kwanzaa and Virgil van Dijk. Moving into the midfield area now, what have I gone for here? I don't really think we're going to see a change. Now, of course, there's the opportunity for Curtis Jones to get the nod, and maybe he will. But with Harvey Elliott out, I think Gravenberch, McAllister and Szoboszlai could very well be what we see. The guys coming back from the international break over in South America, they weren't too late back. I think Alisson was the last one to play. So McAllister would have gotten in, and I believe would have been back training from Thursday. So fingers crossed he's going to be okay to start. Of course, maybe Arne Slot wants to have a look at that abductor strain that he had. It wasn't enough to keep him out of the game, but he did come on. I think he played about 15-20 minutes, something like that, in the game for Argentina, the second game. So if he is moved out, maybe then we see Curtis Jones come in alongside Ryan Gravenberch and Dominic Szoboszlai. But of course, feel free to let me know your thoughts below in the comment section. Now we move into the business end of the pitch, the front three. In the wide areas first, what have I gone for here? I think Cody Gakpo might get the nod, you know. Luis Diaz has been in blistering form since the season started. He's been absolutely top notch, and it looks like the club are going to try and tie him down to a new improved contract as well. And again, maybe I'm just looking for changes here because I'm mindful of the fact that Arne Slot has been looking to rotate the squad and the minutes since the season started. You know, the first 2-3 games we've seen Trent come off in them, we've seen Robertson come off in a couple of them, so maybe now we see Cody Gakpo get the start on the left hand side and keep Lucho nice and fresh for the trip over to play AC Milan. On the other side, of course, the great man Mohamed Salah will likely start. I don't know if you've seen Rabi Abbas Issa's post, by the way, on social media. I managed to catch it just before I was boarding the plane when I was coming over, and he's not very happy, is he? He's just basically saying nobody knows what's going on with Mo. Anyone who tells you they have inside sources close to Mo is lying. So there you go with that one. Maybe that's a good thing. Usually when Rami Abbas Issa starts piping up, contract extensions tend to not be too far away. I don't know, maybe I'm being a little bit optimistic there. So I do think it'll be Salah on the right hand side, of course, and Cody Gakpo on the left. And all that remains then is to figure out who starts through the centre. And you know, Diogo Jota's done nothing wrong since the season started and is deserving of a starting spot on merit. But I think the fact that Darwin Núñez, of course, didn't go away with Uruguay during the international break because he's serving a 5-game international suspension, that would have given him time to work on tactics and, of course, on the training ground with Arne Slot. So this feels like the right opportunity to give Darwin the start at home as well. Federico Chiesa, maybe he's going to get some minutes. I'm sure we could see him come off the bench. I know a lot of people are going to want Federico Chiesa at the start, but it is important to remember that Chiesa hasn't played any minutes at all this season because he was pretty much frozen out at Juventus. So I have gone for Mr. Darwin Núñez to get that start through the centre, and then maybe Diogo Jota away against AC Milan in the Champions League. So that is my predicted 11, my friends. I've gone for a 3-1 victory for the Reds. Alisson in goal, Trent at right back, Gomez at left back, Kwanzaa and Van Dijk as your centre backs. In midfield, Gravenberch, McAllister and Szoboszlai. Gakpo on the left, Salah on the right, and Darwin through the centre. Now it's over to you guys to let us know your thoughts. And as you're watching this on Friday, we will be back live tonight at 8:45 with the Late Night Agenda, and I'm delighted to be back with you all after a lovely week's vacation. Can't wait to catch up with you. I missed you guys while I was away. So feel free to let us know your thoughts. Again, thank you to our sponsor Surfshark, and I hope to see you tonight at 8:45. Talk to you then. Bye bye.